novel idea regarding the nature of the Mitzvah of Shofar. So Baruch Hashem, Tuesday morning, Parshat Re'eh Tavshin Ayin Ted. We started a new early morning shir in the shul, a 5:30 a.m. shir with a few of our dedicated members ready to get up early, and we started the Nyana Diyoma preparing for the Amin Noraim, learning Rosh Hashanah, Lamed Gimel, Lamed Bet, where it talks about the nature of the shofar blowing. And I think if you ask the average person, how do we get to 100 blows? So many people tell you the following, and it's partially true, but it's not completely true. People will say, well, it's really, you have to have 9. You have to have a tekiah and a sound that's called a trua, and then a tekiah, and you have to do that 3 times, and that brings you to 9. From the Torah, you need to have 9. That's it. Tekiah, trua, tekiah, tekiah, trua, tekiah, tekiah, trua, tekiah. That's it. Then what happened was, we don't know exactly what this trua sound is supposed to be. The Torah talks about a trua, we don't know what it is. So we call it trua. That's what we call trua, but is that really what the Torah meant? Is it true? There's 3 options. One side says it's shvarim, we call it shvarim. This is slow wailing sound. And some say it's what we call a trua, which is the quick wailing sound. And some say a combination. So because of that combination, to get at all the possibilities, you want to have 9 blasts with the tekiah, the trua blast and the tekiah, and you want to have that 3 times, that makes 9. And because you're not sure if it's shvarim or if it's trua, shvarim trua, so that's going to be 9 of tekiah with the shvarim tekiah, that's 9 of those. You want to have 9 tekiah, trua tekiah. And then you have shvarim trua in the middle, that's 12. That brings you to 30. And then that's it. From the Torah, you're good to go. Then you have one set in the davening, and most of one set without. That's a drabanan takana to have a separate set. That brings you to 60. Then we do another 40 to get you to 100 because the sister's mother cried 100 times. So that explains how we go from 9 to 30 to 60 to 100 in a nutshell. But it's not totally true. Not everyone agrees on this. Rav Haigon has an amazing chiddush. Rav Haigon says that, do you really think when Rav Abahu came in the Gemara Lamedala Malaf Rosh Hashanah, he came and he said that out of Suffolk we do all 3 types. That till Rav Abahu came along, no one knew what to do. One community would do this way, the other one would do that way. They didn't even know what the real way was. And don't we have a Masorah from generation to generation? And we know what shofar is. We didn't know it really happened that way. So Rav Haigon, and Rav Haigon is quoted by the Rosh in the 4th parak, Parak Dalet, Siman Yud, in the middle of it, where there's a little yid referring to Korban Asana, the Ritva, and the Ma'or, Baal HaMa'or in the back of the Gemara by the Rif. All 3 of them quote Rav Haigon, who says that they really think they didn't know what the right call was. They all knew what the right call was. And you know what the right call was? A wailing sound. A wailing sound could be from a deep pain inside, that's what we call shvam. Or it could have been a more superficial sound. Or it could have been a combination. All 3 are good. There's no suffix. All 3 are good sounds. A community that until Rav Abahu came along did the shvarim sound, that was fine. One that did the truas, it was fine. It wasn't like, oh, maybe they did it from a suffix. No, there's no suffix. Each one is fine. The main thing is you do a wailing sound, a crying sound. The Ritva says, Yafeh Beinayin, they did whatever was most meaningful in their eyes. And that's what Rav Haigon says. There was no argument here. All 3 are good. You'll say, wait a second, is that really the way to learn the sugya? And when we always learned that there was a suffix, that's just not right? No. The simple meaning in the Gemara Lamadal of Rabbi, this is a real suffix, it's a real question. The Rambam learns that way, Tosfos learns that way, the Ramban learns that way. And it's really divided over the Rishonim which way to go over here. And just to finish off this section of the topic is, what's the argument? So it turns out to be that Rav Haigon basically says that you just on Rosh Hashanah have to hear a wailing sound. And whatever wailing sound, there's three different kinds of wailing sounds. There's what we call shvarim, there's the true one, there's a shvarim true. Whichever wailing sound speaks to you the most, moves you the most, that's your tekiah. That's the true one. While the Rambam, Tosas and others say, no. There's this very specific wailing sound that the Torah demanded of us, and unfortunately we just don't know which one it is. But there is a specific wailing sound. It's not any of the different wailing sounds that move you, no. There's a specific formula, we just don't know which one it is. So out of that doubt, we try to get all three in. Just to finish off, it's very nice that the Rambam says in Perek Gimel, Hechas Tshuva, the Rambam writes that even though shofar is a chok, still we could get a little hashkaf understanding. Ooh, you wake up from your sleep. So it works out very nicely with the Ritva, that the idea is wake up from your sleep. So it's beautiful that there's a subjectivity to it, that the community could lean to a specific wailing sound that speaks to them, that wakes them up from their sleep more. Of course, we always separate halach and hashkafa, but here the Rambam put it together. It's nice how it applies. So it turns out there's a machlokes Rishonim argument, the Rishonim, of what the nature of shofar is. Is it just a wailing sound? The wailing sound, the different types of wailing sounds. Anyone that's going to that the community does, that's in it. If there's a specific kind of moves the community, then it's great. Matov Manaim. While the other Rishonim say no, it's a real suffix. Which specific one? It's one specific kind of a sound. That one is a worrying sound. One is more of a deep pain. It's one of those sounds. That's the real one. The other ones are not. And we'll see Mitzvah next year. Where do we go with the different svaras over here? Shalom.